Hello, 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 hello. I got a little baby by his side of side. I talk to him across the telephone. I never seen my honey, but he's mine alright. So take my tip and leave this guy alone, and I'll sing. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my rectum pulse. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Baby, telephone and tell me you're my own. Hello, 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 hello. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Baby, telephone and tell me you're my own.
Welcome to everybody's favorite midnight show, Crime and Coffee. On today's segment, we'll be sharing the overwhelming story of the Rogers family, best known as the Diamonds case.
Millionaire Alman Sigmund Rogers, owner of Roger Motors, lived his $1.4 million mansion in a luxurious Beverly Hills. This man inherited his fortune from his wealthy father, Mr. Timothy Milton Rogers, and built his car emporium, which has grown abruptly during this last decade.
During the summer of 1954, he was seen in the Sunshine Casino sharing some drinks with Tom Torelli and two businessmen related to the Stagliani family.
Last September, after an anonymous call, the Beverly Hills police entered Mr. Rogers' Motors factory to find 523 kilograms of stolen diamonds hidden in the back seats of the cars. Apparently, they were hidden between the seats beneath the leather. Mr. Rogers has been missing since then.
A witness found having seen the man on the Florida coast 2 months ago. Yeah, the police can assure it was actually him. But let's listen to our first guest, the missing millionaire ex-wife, Miss Shirley Thompson, who generously agreed to come tonight to give us her testimony.
So, Mrs. Rogers, Thompson, how have you been married to Sigmund Rogers?
22 years.
Quite a lifetime. Could you tell us, Mrs. Thompson, if you suspected your ex-husband's illegal activity?
Never. Sigmund was a loyal and honorable man. He had no need to get involved with his criminals. And, as he said to the police, my ex-husband would never get involved in such a scandal.
Why do you think he ran away then?
Because he knew they'd blame him, of course. And yes, he liked casinos and parties, that's for sure. But he was no criminal.
Thank you, Mrs. Thompson. Now let's hear the words of the detective police in charge of the case, the great Mr. Remington Livington.
Well, as you probably said, we followed some traces from the fugitive trail to Florida. But we're still after him. Our team is working on some new traces, but we can't reveal the place as you can imagine. We can tell you, however, that we feel we are quite close now and soon we'll find him and bring him back to LA for a trial.
And that was Detective Gavin Levington from the Los Angeles Police. Our commercial break is coming up. Please don't leave us, don't change the channel because we have Mr. Rogers' daughter telling us some interesting details about her father.
lollipop, lollipop.
Here I have a new product for you. There it comes! Meet the new fragrance of Blend. A lovely smell of coconut. Oh my god, you have to try a look. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, thank you. It's really good. Glade, the new fragrance of Blend.
Come, take piano classes here in Music Pro Gamers. The piano is a classic instrument, so...
This dinner is going to be delicious. This. Wait. There's something missing. Let me see. Oh. Tomato soup. This is going to be so useful. Delicious. Kids!
The sandwich is great. Soup for lunch is nutritious. Yes, you are my favorite date. Now they're a family.
So here we are, back at Crime and Coffee. As we promised, we will interview Mr. Rogers' daughter, Susie Lou. She's 18 years old, and she came today to the studio to give us her testimony. Susie Lou, what can you tell us about your father?
My father was a cheap man. He never cared about anybody else but himself. When he got divorced from my mother, he would go out every night and come drunk the next morning. He never gave me a car, and let's just say he owns many. I think he ran away because he's probably engaged with one of those criminals. End of the story.
How can you say such horrible things about your father in television, Susie Lou? He never gave you a car because you're a horrible and dangerous driver. But he loves you more than anything.
I think that you love him more than anything, Mom.
Susan Lou is Linda Rogers. How can you say such a thing? My husband is here.
Here we got Mr. Sandals, husband of Mrs. Thompson, and Mr. Rogers' ex-associate as well.
Okay, so I think that the leader, Pretty Susilu, is quite sensitive about the whole matter. After all, she hasn't heard any word from his father in the last 4 months. I guess it's rather traumatic for a girl like her to live this outrageous situation. Am I right, Susie?
Don't act nice now that we're on TV, Bob. Everybody knows what you did to my father.
Excuse me?
Okay, we'll go to a short commercial now and we'll be right back with more testimonies on the Diamonds case. Remember, stay on the sofa and don't change the channel. We'll be right back with more crime and coffee.
What on earth is wrong with you, young lady?
What is wrong with me? Oh, I was wondering what was wrong with you, Bob. What were you thinking when you decided to steal your best friend's wife? Oh, I remember now. You have got no moral codes. She is thirsty. Could I have some more water for her?
Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. What do you think when you have sex? Well, I'm in love. I'm on sugar. Yeah.
Hairstyle number 1.
Oh, I already have this one.
Want that? I changed you for Sakade.
No, for the Santa.
I don't have that one.
Well, for Sankade and the Two Musketeers.
Okay, with a look at the gun, free figure.
And a free album.
One Sunday afternoon, a kid was very bored with his toys and he didn't know what to do. Don't worry, little kid, because here comes Mr. Robot! Mr. Robot, Mr. Robot, Mr. Robot, you just have to do trick, 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 and do. Now available at stores.
Sí, Sol, la secadora por aire caliente. Sí, Sol,
Seca su ropa totalmente.
llévalo. Sí, Sol.
Thank you for staying with us. The show is getting somehow unexpected. Now we'll receive some special guests who agreed to come tonight to give her testimony. With us, Abraham, Monty Jason, Mrs. Rogers, Gardiner.
Oh, hello.
So Mr. Jason, what can you tell us about Mr. Rogers?
Well, he was a nice man.
For how long have you worked for him?
Well, let me think. 8 years? He was a nice man and always paid me on time. He would ask me to cut the white roses every spring for his marriage anniversary. He would let me leave earlier if I need to, and he would drive me home whenever it was raining. I don't think he was involved in any monkey business.
Thank you, Mr. Jason. Let's have a word with the Rogers neighbors, Mrs. Sally Pats and her sister, Mrs. Sandy Pats.
A dear, always a dear. I can't believe his wife left him.
If I knew he was available, I would make my move. Such a man, such a gentleman. Of course, during the last month, he started awkwardly, arriving late, many girlfriends. I think he looks sad, devastated.
Definitely sad. And this man over here, always around, coming and going. We don't sleep, dear. We saw everything.
I don't know what they're talking about.
And you, ungrateful brat. He gave you everything but a car, and you pay him like this? Thank goodness. He never gave you a car. You must kill somebody for sure.
She drives like a crazy raccoon. She stepped over my daisies 4 times in the same week. You still owe me those.
A moment, please. We're being informed that somebody is calling right now, claiming to be Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, is that you?
Hello.
Sigmund?
Mr. Roger, you know that we will immediately trace your call.
You don't need to. I'm here.
Here?
I'm at the studio. I'm here to say that this man stole my wife and my reputation, but I'm here to prove that I'm no criminal and that he is.
Mr. Rogers, we shall solve this in the court. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be and will be used against you in the court of law.
I know my rights, detective. I just want the audience and my wife.
Ex-wife.
To know who this man is.
This is insane. Stop the cameras. I won't allow this.
I left because I need to understand what was happening. I hired my own private investigators who found out where those diamonds came from. Here are the documents that prove you bought them in the black market in Puerto Rico on that vacation of yours and set them in my cars to implicate me and steal my business. You stole my wife, Bob, but you won't steal my business.
You never stole me from you. I still love you, Sigmund.
I knew it.
This is insane.
Police, take both men to the police station right now.
She doesn't deserve him.
And that was Crime and Coffee. What a show. We'll leave you with our midnight singers, the Cordettes, with the latest hit, Hello My Baby. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Saturday.
At the same time on the same channel for another Crime and Coffee show. Goodbye and good night.
Hello, 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 hello there. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime pal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. And if you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me you're my hello, 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 hello. Got a little baby, but he's out of sight. I talk to him across the telephone. I never see my honey, but he's mine, all right. So take my tip and leave this guy alone, and I'll say, hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime pal. Oh, send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. Oh, honey, if you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Baby, telephone